All right, this is just a little demo on how the request for quote feature works, how it pushes a quote to Eclipse, and how we respond and push the pricing back to a customer, how it's going to show up here in open quotes. And so I've logged in here as this little test customer. And so under open quotes, as you can see, there's no open quotes that exist right now. So we're going to start from where the customer would, and that's when they're going to create what they want us to quote for them. So they're going to fill out their contact information here, which we're just going to put my information, the part that they're looking for, a brand and a quantity and what it is, and any of the other items that they would want here. They can change a required date here if they like. They could put some comments in here if they would like for mill job. So I'm just going to put a little comment that's for the mill job, and then they're going to submit the request for quote. And once it's done, you get a little acknowledgement back that the quote has been submitted. Then on the Eclipse side, the user that's attached to this customer on the Eclipse side, the user that's supposed to be alerted whenever there's any kind of web activity, either orders or quotes, will get a message from Eclipse that says that the sales order has come in, a sales order has been created. And when they view this sales order, it says it has come in as a request for quote in the body of the order. In the header portion of Eclipse, it also says that the request for quote, and in the internal notes, it has that information that the customer filled out about themselves, their name, their email address, and everything. So when I return back to the body here, this is where I'm able to, as a salesperson, change the pricing. And so what we're going to want to see happen is I'm going to change the pricing and overwrite it here. I'm going to push this quote back to our site. In open quotes, we're going to see this quote with that new pricing, and it's going to allow the customer to be able to now place the order, and that pricing is going to follow through all the way back to Eclipse. So I'm going to just make up a price here, and then to push it back to open quotes in the site, from the status screen, we've built a script which actually does the command and will push back the quote. We have two options here. We built an open, which is going to move it to open quotes, or I could use the command close, which would close it out of open quotes. So I'm using the open function to push it back to open quotes. I have an option here to type in an email address if it's other than the person who sent it to me. It will email them, let them know their quote. They have received a quote, and they could log in and look at the quote and any kind of message that I want to send to them. So now when I go back to the site, just refresh my screen, I'm expecting to now see in open quotes that quote, that sales order quote. So when I look at it, it should have that pricing of 55555, and it does indeed. So now I want to place this order, and we're going to see this pricing travel back to Eclipse. And so I'm going to place the order, email address here, purchase order. It's just going to come in as a test. I'm going to place the order. And so here it has our sales order. It's been created in Eclipse, and here's the pricing on the order. And even if I go into open orders, we can verify in open orders that indeed the pricing came in at 555. And even on the Eclipse side, which of course it's going to show here, again, as a salesperson, I'm alerted, or the person who's tagged to this account's alerted that an order has come in. And there's that price. Change my view so we can see price. There's that price of 55555. And that's the little demo of how this works. You can end it.